Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Austrian Adventure. And up in today's episode, we have both legs of the Europa League first knockout round against Celtic. So I've only played 3 games since the last episode, but that's because we have had the winter break in there as well. But the 3 games we've come back for, it's been quite successful, it has to be said. We played Rapid Vienna at home first in the Austrian FA Cup quarter-final. Beat them 3-0 very comfortably, 1-0 up through Peter Pind. But then it took to goals from Ristinic in the 84th and Flavio Augusto is a new signing, get to him in a second, in the 87th minute. But this was a brilliant win there, 3-0. Very, very happy with that win over our rivals then. That's set up an Austrian FA Cup semi-final tie with none other than Red Bull Salzburg for the 3rd season on the bounce in the FA Cup semi-final. Of course, we've beaten Salzburg in the last 2 FA Cup semi-finals. Both those times were at home, so this time away from home. A little bit nervous about that, but if we beat them in the FA Cup semi-final, I think we go on to win the FA Cup, to be honest, because Hartberg and Altak are the other semi-finals. So whoever wins this game should go on to win the competition. Unfortunately, we lost it last season, the finals, Rapid Vienna. So hopefully we can retain or get our title back again this season, shall I say. After the Rapid Vienna win, we had quite a nice win away to Lask in the league in our first league match for winter break. We beat them 8-0 away from home, which was quite sensational, has to be said. Jonathan Marshall is another new signing. Get to him in a second as well. Made it 1-0 in the 6th minute. Tanovic, of course, is a new signing as well. He made it 2-0 in the 18th minute. Then they had a player sent off, Dragovic, who I think we're all familiar with. A very experienced centre-back who plays for Austria, of course. Plays for Lask these days. He got sent off just a minute later because he took down Pind, who was through 1-on-1. He was the last defender. And then after they went down... Well, I'm not saying the scoreline couldn't be 8-0. They weren't down to 10 men because if Dragovic didn't make that tackle, it would have been 3-0 probably after 20 minutes. So might have still won the game 8-0, but after they got a player sent off, a centre-back as well, they were doomed after that. And we scored another 6 goals. Tanovic made it a hat-trick in just his 2nd start for the club. Ristich got a goal as well, and Shuranov, Pind and Beck. It was quite a sensational win. And funnily enough, we had to play Lask again just 3 days later in the league as well at home. I don't know who did the fixture list for this. Unfortunately, we drew the game 2-2, which does sound a little bit bizarre since we beat them 8-0 away from home. But I did rest the entire team for this game. 10 changes from the last match. Only Fruchtel stayed in the team because obviously I wanted everyone fit for the Celtic games. So unfortunately, we drew the game 2-2. It was even more disappointing the fact that we were 2-0 up in this game. Amman and Barry made it was 2-0. It was 2-0 up with 6 minutes to go. But then Balic and a penalty from McCall made it 2-2. But not too disheartened because I think we're going to win the league again quite comfortably, to be honest. But to be 2-0 up with 6 minutes to go, very disappointing. So although we drew 2-2 at home to Lask there in the last game, still looking very, very comfortable in the league. We're 11 points clear of Wolfsberger in 2nd currently, and we're 12 points clear of Salzburg, who have got a game in hand, but if they win their game in hand, we'll still be 9 points clear of them. So despite drawing at home to Lask there, we're still very, very comfortable sitting on top of the league, and we're 29 games unbeaten now. Obviously unbeaten still for the season this season, so that's going really good. Can we go a season invincible? Well, find out, I guess, but there's a long way to go yet just to see that. But anyway, I did say in the last episode there's 2 players who would likely leave us in January because they're in fee release clause. That was Gutierrez and Alexander, and unfortunately, they have both left us, so that is disappointing. Also, one thing I should mention before that is our transfer budget. You look here, we've got 17 million left in the transfer budget. We've also got 433k in the wage budget because of the players we've sold and stuff like that. So yeah, the finances here at the club now is pretty ridiculous, it has to be said. But anyway, in terms of players that left us, as I said, Gutierrez, well, obviously, he rejected a few teams in the summer. And I did say that some big teams came after him, but not the biggest teams. So we know he's waiting for a massive team to come in for him, and they did. Liverpool came in for him. £12.75 million is minimum fee release clause. Lots of other teams have matched his minimum fee release clause as well. Not entirely sure who else. I think Arsenal were one of the teams, but he chose Liverpool, unsurprisingly. What a player he was for us, though. He's got 8 caps for Argentina now, and even a goal as well. And also, he won the European Golden Boy Award and the World Player Under 21 Award as well. The World Under 21 Footballer of the Year Award, shall I say. He also won Austrian Player of the Year as well. So yeah, he won a few awards in there just before leaving us, and yeah. What a player. 100k a week he's on now at Liverpool. Let's be honest, he should be at a team like Liverpool, shouldn't he? He should be at a team like Liverpool. Hopefully becomes a starting centre-back for them very soon. He only played 3 games for them. So yeah, what a ridiculous player he was for us. Only signed him for 5 million. Only get 12.75 million for him is a little bit disappointing, it has to be said. We could have got 30 or 40 million for him in the end, to be honest, probably. But unfortunately, the minimum fee release clause happened when a player who feels like he could outgrow the club, and Gutierrez was certainly that. So we did over double our money on him, so that's great. But Could have got a lot more money for Gutierrez. He would just signed a new contract and got rid of that minimum fee release clause. But oh well, we move on. He's gone. He's left us, unfortunately. But what a player he was for us. Only here for what? A season and a half? Well, he's here for half a season there. Full season. Well, almost 2 seasons in total. So what a player he was for us. But ultimately, let's be honest, he's too good for the Austrian League. Also, Florian Alexander's left us as well. He had an £18 million minimum fee release clause. He's gone to Napoli for $18 million, of course. Disappointing to see him leave as well. He was a great prospect for us. 19 years of age, 4 caps for Austria now, and 1 goal as well. So, yeah, he didn't even get a full season, to be honest. He did half a season last season, half a season this season. So, in total, I guess you can say a full season. But, yeah, he was a great player for us as well. He was obviously going to go places as well. But we made profit on him as well, £6 million profit. So, can't complain. But another great player to leave us. But 30 million in total for those 2 players. And also managed to increase the percentage of transfer revenue to 100% just before selling these 2. So that was great. We've got £30 million to spend. And also, another player who's left us is Philipp Hellmann. He's gone back on loan to Austria Klagenfurt for the season again. I loaned him out at the start of the season, of course. But I was forced to recall him after we sold Satriano. But now he's gone back on loan to Austria Klagenfurt again for the season. Hopefully he will continue to develop there as well, which will be very, very nice. Also, talk about Satriano. He is absolutely doing the business of PSG, by the way. Imagine if we kept him. He looks ridiculous now, doesn't he? You don't really appreciate what you've got until you lose them, do you? So, yeah, he's been ridiculous for PSG this season. He's got 16 goals in 15 games in the league of PSG. And believe it or not, he's still actually the 3rd top goal scorer in the league in the Austrian Premier Division with 8 goals in the first 5 games there. So he's flying this season. Played 20 games, 24 goals in the league. So yeah, he's really, really flourishing for PSG. And with Vlahovic up front with him as well. That's a scary prospect. So yeah, well done to Satriano. And also Tom Dietl. You remember Tom Dietl? Well, he just transferred to a new club, Bayern Munich. Tom Dietl is at Bayern Munich these days. We got 1.3 million for him going to Bayern Munich, which is nice, of course. But yeah, look at him. Look how much he's developed as well still. And he's going to get. He's only 19 still, Tom Dietl. 15 caps for Austria, and now he's playing for Bayern Munich. He's signed a 47.5, which has paid 47.5 million to us. Oh well, he's gone there as well. Tom Dietl and Gutierrez both left us at 12.75 million. Dietl's now at Bayern Munich, and Gutierrez is at Liverpool. So it's a hard one to take, but probably deserved for the both of them, let's be honest. So those are the 3 players that have left us. Of course, Gutierrez and Alexander both got on permanent transfers, and Hellmann's gone to Austria Klagenfurt on a loan. The players that have joined us, well, we signed 2 new centre-backs to replace Gutierrez. Well, let's be honest, Gutierrez is that good. We need 2 to replace him. The first one to join us is James Riley, on loan from Man United for the season. Well, he's a very, very good player. A very, very good player. And I say centre-back. He could easily play centre-back. He's a natural centre-back. But he's come in right now and he's playing as my right-back. That's because he's 5'11". He's decent in the air. You know, he's got 14 heading, 12 bravery, 12 jumping reach as well. So not the worst. Certainly can play centre-back if need be. But I see him more as a right-back right now, to be honest. Obviously, his aerial and defending is not as good as his other attributes there. So, right now, he's playing a right-back, and he's done really well in his first couple of games here. So, yeah, very exciting player to get in, James Riley. Very, very happy with him. And also, Flavio Augusto. He joins us on loan from the other side of Manchester, Man City, for the season as well. And not as good as Riley, in my opinion, as you see there from his graph here, but more of a centre-back. He's more of an aerial threat. 19 jumping reach, which is very nice. He's only 6'2", so he's 6 inches smaller than Gutierrez, but he's got 19 jumping reach, which is very nice. 16 bravery as well, so he's a very good player. Obviously, he needs to develop a little bit more. His defensive attributes aren't the best, but all in all, he seems quite good so far. But yeah, 2 new centre-backs, Augusto and Riley. Neither are as good as Gutierrez, of course, but I don't think we'll ever get a centre-back as good as Gutierrez again, to be honest, so can't expect that. But Augusto's come in, he's done quite well so far. And also Riley playing right back's done really well as well. And finally, our last signing is Jonathan Marshall. He's joined us from Birmingham for 8.25 million. He's a new striker option. He can play right wing as well. Right wing is where he's been playing mainly as an inside forward. He's left footed as well, which is great. He comes in, obviously Hellmann's gone out on loan because Marshall has come in. Yeah, very exciting times to get him in as well. He's a very, very high prospect youngster, so very happy with that. And also, of course, we signed Tanovic. That was already confirmed, and he's been sensational so far. Signing from Red Star Belgrade for 5.75 million. He's joined us as a star player, which is a little bit hesitant about, but saying that, he deserves to be a star player. In his first 2 games with us, he's got 3 goals and 3 assists. He's got a 10 rating already. He's got 2 player of the matches as well in both those games. So, yeah, he's pretty good. He got 3 goals and an assist against Lask away from home there. So, yeah, he's flying. He's an unbelievable player. And very, very exciting times. He's still in the 18 as well, so absolutely ridiculous. So we got rid of Alexander, replaced him with Tanovic. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. I'm quite happy with that. And of course, Gutierrez has left us. Augusto and Riley's come in for us. Of course, I prefer to keep Gutierrez, but these two seem like good replacements for him. Obviously, can't replace him like for like. And Hellman's got out on loan, and Marshall has joined us at 8.25 million. So although we've lost Gutierrez and Alexander in this window, not a complete disaster, and hopefully we can go on to win the league still and go far in European football. Anyway, talking of the European football, let's get to the first leg then. The first leg, we are at home to Celtic, so we really need to win this first leg. And this is the team for today's game. Got Fruchtel in goal, Riley right back, El Shiwi left back, Letner and Vaca centre backs. We've got Pind, Babic and Tanovic in midfield, Marshall on the right, Ristic on the left, and Barry up front. So unfortunately, Augusto is unregistered for the Europa League. That is because I can only make 3 changes to the squad registration. And obviously Riley come in, also Tanovic and Marshall. So it was a hard decision to make, but I decided Augusto was the best to leave out, to be honest. Riley's better than him. Also Tanovic is ridiculous, and Marshall was a forward option. So I thought it made sense to leave Augusto out. Thankfully, he's not moaned about it, but yeah, I wouldn't have liked to do that. I wanted to have them all in the registration, but the rules are the rules, so we have to live with it. But anyway, Celtic at home. Can we take a commanding lead into the second leg? Well, let's find out. Okay, here we go. Our first Europa League football for the season. Of course, we're only in the Europa League, so we got knocked out of the Champions League. But we're here now. We want to go far. We want to do better than last season as well. That'd be great. Anyway, first highlight of the game. Here's Giacomalkis. Riley wins the header, heads it back to Fruchtel there. And here's Vaca in for Augusto today. To Letner. Now here's Pind. Also with Tanovic coming in, a slight change to the style here. Not the style, slight change to the roles. Ristic have gone from inverted winger attack to support, and Tanovic, in that role he's playing there. Box-to-box midfielder has gone to a centre midfielder on attack. So there he is on centre midfielder attack. Tanovic. Good save from the keeper. Please remember, guys, hit that like button if you like this video, and also hit that subscribe button as well. It really helped me out. And he much appreciated as well. So Tanovic already with a shot on target. He looks ridiculous so far. Pind and Tanovic both bobbing forward. And Babic, I've played him as a ball midfielder these days. Because Riley at right back, Babic and Brinkman and also Damaku could be our ball midfielder. They just sit in the hole there whilst Tanovic and Pind bomb forward. Anyway, here's Vaca with the ball. Into Fruchtel. I say bomb forward. They both, do their midfield responsibilities as well. But mainly they are goal-scoring midfielder type players. Pinder's got more goal involvements in the league this season than matches played, so he's been absolutely ridiculous. And Tanovic, well, he looks like he'd be the same, to be honest. So midfielders are looking ridiculous this season. Anyway, here's Barry up front today. To Marshall. Barry's got to be 1-0, isn't it? It is 1-0. Get in. Get in there. Well, the media keep asking me the question, do I think Barry deserves to have an international call-up? Which I find a little bit bizarre. I'll be very surprised if Louis Barry got an England call up. To be honest, where he's playing here in the Austrian Premier Division, if he got an England call up, then that proves how good we are. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think his other nationalities are Irish, so I don't know quite what they're talking about there. Playing for Ireland, playing for England, I have no idea. But surely he can't get called up for the England squad playing for Austria Vienna. I'd be very surprised if he did. Anyway, 1-0. But a long way to go left in the tie, and Celtic don't look like they're going to be rolled over so far in the tie. Saying that, we are 1-0 up early on here, so maybe we could. Anyway, here's Montgomery. They're going to peg us back immediately. Don't know where Fruchtel's going. I have no idea where Fruchtel's going. Fruchtel, terrible goalkeeping, but still, Montgomery scoring from... I don't know. Montgomery scoring from that angle there. It just all seems a little bit poor. Well, certainly got a game on our hands here. Celtic don't look terrible, let's be honest. 1-1. That was their first shot on target in the game. We're still the better team in the match so far, but not dominating the game. And really, we need to win this first leg, as I said. We need to win the first leg at home, take some sort of lead into Celtic Park there. Well, quite disappointed about first half, actually. Not created too many chances. I'd like a 3-1 win. A 3-1 win in the first leg, I'm happy. That's what I want, a 3-1 win. So a couple of goals here in the second half, boys. Come on. It's time for a couple of changes here. Ristic is in poor today, so we'll take him off. We'll bring on Shuranov and put Barry on the left. Who else? Let's bring on Brinkman for Riley. Riley on the yellow card there. 30 minutes to go. We really need to win this game, as I said. Pind wins the header there, and Brinkman heads it on to Marshall. Back to Brinkman. Come on, let's get a second goal here, boys. Back to Fruchtel, the keeper. Now here's Letner. To Babic. He passes to Barry. There's El Shiwi. Back to Barry. Tries to find Shuranov, but Scales blocks him off there. Now here's Mumba. Kicks it along, but El Shiwi should deal with that. Pass down the line to Barry. Oh, it's a long highlight here. Spot the run. Oh no, he stopped his run. Here's Tanovic to Shuranov. Get in. Lovely finish from Shuranov. Lovely finish. We actually got an offer from Wolfsburg with Shuranov on Bundesliga's deadline day, so our deadline was already gone. But he offered us 32 million for Shuranov, and well, I said no to the first offer. I think it was 31 million or something. But they offered 32 million, and I said, you know what? I'll sell him for 32. We're never going to get 32 million for Shuranov again. Never. It wasn't up front. It was 16 million up front, 60 million over instalments. I said yes, but Shuranov wasn't interested in joining Wolfsburg. So, although I would have been left with a striker missing for the rest of the season, I couldn't recall Hellman either. I did want to sell him for 32 million, I have to be honest, because that was just ridiculous money. Shuranov was good for us, but he's not worth 32 million. Definitely not. But unfortunately, he didn't want to join Wolfsburg. I say unfortunately because he just scored a goal for us in the Europa League, so maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Anyway, here's Marshall. We're 2-1 up here, but can we get a third goal? Here's El Shiwi. Back to Marshall. Back to El Shiwi. It's got to be 3-1. It's got to be Shuranov. Oh, he's over the bar. Heads over the bar. Alright, time for our final change here. Marshall's had a good game, hasn't he? I would take Babic off. We haven't really got anyone to play there in place of him, to be honest. I'm going to bring Beck on for Marshall. Marshall had a good game today with 7.6 there. He's done really well. I think he got an assist. Did he get an assist? He did get an assist. He got an assist for the first goal there. 15 minutes to go. It's only 2-1, which is a little bit disappointing. But any lead is a lead, I guess. But it'd be nice to get a third goal. It's much more commanding, isn't it? A 3-1 win and a 2-1 win. Saying that though, last season we took a 3-0 win over West Ham into the second leg of the second knockout round. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I think there's, no disrespect to Celtic fans, but in terms of calibre of the squad, I think there's a big difference between West Ham and Celtic. Obviously, we're not talking about the size of the club. We're not talking about the size of Celtic, because Celtic are obviously massive. But the calibre of the squad these days, of course, Celtic and West Ham can't even be compared. Anyway, here's Tanovic. Oh, over everyone, but here's Beck. To Brinkman. To Pind. Come on, let's get a third goal here. Pind. To Brinkman. Shuranov, second chance. It's in the back of the net. Gets in. 3-1. Eric Shuranov. Could have sold him to Wolfsburg 32 million. He said no. And maybe it's good that he said no, because look where he is now. He's got 2 goals off the bench against Celtic in the Europa League first knockout round. Get in there. Well, I think it's safe to say we deserve to be winning the game 3-1. Celtic had 1 shot on target in the match and they scored from it. 4 minutes added time here. 3-1, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. And that's it. Get in. Get in. Shuranov, the hero in the first leg here. Off the bench, he scored 2 goals. A very good performance, has to be said. Very, very good performance. Shuranov, obviously, with 2 goals, made all the difference there. But we deserved that win. It deserved to be a 3-1 win at least. Maybe more. But yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Strong favourites to go through to the second knockout round, of course. But you can never predict what's going to happen in the second leg. As last season, of course, when West Ham came back from 3-0 down to batter us 3-0 and go through on penalties. So you never know. You never know. Anyway, before that game, we've got to play Admiral Wacker Modelling at home off camera. I'm going to rest all the players for that game. Hopefully we can still win it, though, because we need to after drawing at home to Lask. But hopefully that can happen. But make sure you stick around, because the away leg is coming up next. Okay, here we are. It's time for the second leg away to Celtic. We've got that healthy 3-1 lead now going into this in this leg here. So hopefully this time round we can see this one out. Of course, last season West Ham, that was the second knockout round. This is the first knockout round. So hopefully we can see through Celtic here. If we do get through this tie, then the second knockout round draw will take place tomorrow in game. So that will feature in today's episode as well. In terms of that Admiral Wacker Modelling game, we did manage to win the game 2-0 very comfortably. A brace from Stefan Beck there. So still unbeaten in the league. 20 matches for this season. And it always stretches from all the way from last season as well. 30 matches in total. I did say the record was quite ridiculous. 41 matches without losing, Wiener Sport Club. We've only got 11 matches to go to match that record, so that'll be very, very nice. Also 12 to beat it, of course. So we'll see. We'll see if we can do that or not. We'd have to go pretty much the entire season unbeaten to do that, but I think it's possible. I think it's genuinely possible. We're 11 points clear at the top now over Wolfsberger and 12 points clear of Salzburg, who have that game in hand as well. Their game in hand is against Hartberg, so it should be only 9 points clear at the top. And also, of course, only 2 more games to go before the Championship group, and all the points are halved. So cannot start to think that the job is done yet, but let's be honest, it's looking rather likely we're going to win the title for the 3rd season in a row. But enough talk of that. Today is about the Europa League, and now we have the second leg against Celtic here. 3-1 lead from the first leg. Hopefully we can get through the leg here and go through to the second knockaround. In terms of the team sheet, 2 changes from the first leg there. Brinkman comes in for Babic, who is suspended, unfortunately. Too many other cards. He's also suspended for the league now as well with too many other cards. So got a bit of a problem there with his fouls, but ultimately as a ball in fielder type player, that's what you expect, really, isn't it? And also a change up front as well. Shuranov comes into the team in place of Ristinic. Obviously, Shuranov got a brace in that last game there against Celtic, so he comes into the first team today, and Louis Barry moves over to the left. So Celtic away from home. Can we see this one out and get through to the second knockout round? Well, let's find out. All right, here we go. Let's hope for no sort of massive calamity like we did against West Ham last season in the Europa League. 2 goals conceded in the space of a minute. So let's hope that doesn't happen here. If we get the first goal, I certainly get more confident in this tie. That is for sure. But still, we get the first goal, and I get a bit nervous. And here they are. Here's McGregor. El Shiri cuts that one out quite comfortably. Here's Vaca. To Tanovic. What a player. What a player. Into Barry. Come on, let's get the first goal here, boys. Here's El Shiwi, the club captain. Still getting better every single season, but just a bit slow, that's all. But anyway, he still keeps improving. Anyway, here's Barry to Tanovic. Oh, that's a bit bizarre. Anyway, back to Barry. To Brinkman. In for Babic today. Into Barry. Here's Pins. Shuranov. Just over the bar. Well, looking like a better team early on here, so that's a good sign. Still not to have yet to have a shot on target in the match. Not from either team. Now they do, finally. Albrighton with a corner now for Celtic. Oh my word. Fructal with a good save, but Adam Montgomery's there to hit it into the back of the net. 1-0 Celtic. That is not what we like to see out of nowhere, really. Fructal with a good save, but no, well, yeah, okay. Fructal, yeah, I don't quite know what he's doing there, to be honest. Okay, so right now it's 3-2 on aggregate, and away from home in Europe, we don't really tend to do very well, do we? So I'm a little bit concerned right now. But as it stands, we're going through still, so that is something at least. That first half was abysmal. 8 shots, but not a single one on target, yep. I wouldn't say Celtic are the better team, though, but they are winning the game. Got a chance here, though. A free kick with Tanovic. Can we get a goal back? It's cleared, but Marshall's going to get there. Still on the attack here. Come on, Marshall. Put a decent ball into the box, mate. We'll pass it to Vaca. Pass it back to El Shiwi. Still got it, though. Here's Brinkman. To Shuranov. Pinned. Tanovic. Got to be 1-1. It's got to be. It is. Get in there. There he is. That bloke again. Navika Tanovic. What a signing he's been. 5.75 million. Joins us from Red Star along with Babic as well. They have a great youth system, Red Star. They have a brilliant youth system. Get in. Back on level terms in the leg here. 4-2 in aggregate. 4-2 in aggregate, sorry. And yeah, in commanding position again. From a talent goal from Tanovic there. James Riley's got a slight injury, so I think we'll take him off. And I think we'll bring on Damaku and put Brinkman up right back. Also, Barry's not having the best of games, so we'll bring on Ristinic for him. Our regular in the Austrian national team. He's got 6 goals for Austria now, Ristinic as well. So he's a very good player. Just a bit inconsistent this season. Talking of Ristinic, he's got an injury. Brilliant. On the pitch for 6 minutes, and he's off the pitch. And that's a problem because we've got no one else who can play left wing. I think Beck can play left wing slightly. 20 minutes to go here, and this second half has been quite quiet. They need to score 2 goals to force extra time now. We only had 1 shot on target in the match, but we scored it. Can we score our second shot on target in the match? Tanovic with a free kick. Letner's there. Oh, just over the bar. But 10 minutes to go. Can we hold on here? So they need to score 2 goals. They got a chance here. Here's Rio with a free kick. He passes to Montgomery, the goal scorer. Here's McGregor. Here's Kenny. Blocked shot there. What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, for goodness sake. What is he doing? It's certainly not over yet. It's not over yet. What's he doing there, though? What is he doing? Who is that? What are you doing? Tanovic. What's he doing? Oh, my word. It's 2-1. 8 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. It's not going to happen, surely not. They've had 2 chances in the game. They scored both of them, and both were just deflected opportunities. Just ridiculous goals. Nice. Love it. Should we just give up in Europe? I think we should just give up in Europe, to be honest. I think we should just give up in Europe because it doesn't work for us. It's not working for us. It doesn't happen for us. Something is wrong in European football. He just hates us for some reason. What on earth? Oh. They're going to score in the last minute as well. All we need to do is hold on for 8 minutes and not concede 2 goals. That's all we need to do. But we cannot do it. And a minute to go, they win the ball back here. I am very, very nervous. Here's Fructal. Nothing stupid from you, pal. Here's Vaca. To El Shiwi. There's Tanovic. To Shurinov. Beck. Pinned. Shurinov. Marshall. What are you doing? He's got it back. Marshall. To Pinned. Anyone going to shoot? Any danger of a shot? Damaku shoots. It's saved. I'm for a corner. I think it's going to extra time. This is just ridiculous. Don't tell me we've got another penalty shootout coming. I can't hack another penalty. I hate them. I hate them so much. I can't believe it's come to this again. But as I said, European football just absolutely hates us. Absolutely hates us. We're just cruising, but then something just happens casually as it does all the time. It's gone extra time again. Of course it has. Well, it's been quite an even game, this one. But they don't deserve to be winning the game 3-1, that is for sure. Thrashing the arms about. Shocking. Need to make it. Well, we've got one more change to make, haven't we? Got Heinrich. Marshall hasn't had a good game. What's Heinrich's penalties like? 9. What's Marshall's like? 7. Let's bring Heinrich on for Marshall. He hasn't been great today, has he? We'll change back to winger support as well, because he's left-footed, isn't he? Back 5 hasn't been great today at all. Come on. All right. Extra time. It's not over. It's not over yet, but I'm very nervous and I'm leaning towards a Celtic victory now, to be honest, because us and a penalty shootout, us in European football, just doesn't go well together. Doesn't go well together at all. His Starfelt. What a name that is. Out to Taylor. Oh, well, what a block. What a block. Well done, lad. Well done, lad. Back in the highlight. Brinkman with a throw-in. Throws into Heinrich on the pitch. For Marshall. Here's Letner. To Heinrich. There's Tanovic. He shoots! Lovely effort, but maybe he should have seeked a pass there. Saying that they're 6 inches lower. I wouldn't have said seeking a pass there. Anyway, 20 seconds to go before half-time in extra time. Here's Letner. To Pinned. Lovely ball to Heinrich. Come on, Heinrich. Terrible finish. Terrible finish that from Heinrich. Got a corner though just before half time. Can we score from this corner? No more Gutierrez. Obviously a 6'8" giant, but still some players score goals there. Letner's one of them. The keeper's crawled it off the line. Clawed it off the line, sorry. Oh. I don't know how we're losing 3-1, to be honest. We should be, well, you could argue the case we should be winning the game. Highlight straight from kickoff here as well. Here's Welsh. Back to Starfelt. O'Reilly. Here's Kenny. Out to Taylor. Oh no, you've got to be joking. Oh, for goodness sake. Any time they get a chance, they score. It seems like it. by far the better team in the game now. Extra time, 20 shots, 7 on target. Should be losing the game 3-1, and we're 7 minutes away from another penalty shootout, which we don't do too well in. We don't do well in penalty shootouts. We're 1 minute away now, and it's another penalty shootout. And let's be honest, our penalty takers are not great again. No surprise there. I think it's better than last time, though, to be honest. Pinned, Heinrich. Tanovic's got great composure, not great penalty taking, though. Then you got Damaku as well, Brinkman. Beck. El Shiri's penalty takers gone up from a 2 to a 3, so we can have Fructal down as number 11. Alright. Here we go. Are you ready for it? Penalty shootout again. We don't do well in penalty shootouts. We do not do well. Let's see if we can get that monkey on our back. Sure enough, with the first penalty. We missed our first 2 penalties last time we played a penalty shootout against Rapid Vienna, and so did they. Here's sure enough. Can he score this one? No, he cannot. He cannot even hit the target. Lovely start to the shootout. Love it. What? Oh, European football just hates us. Honestly, it genuinely hates us. Here's Kenny. He scores, of course he does. Sure enough, blasts over the bar, just casually. Yeah, okay. Love it. Here comes Letner. Is he going to blast it over the bar as well? My word. No. Almost did, though. But they score all their penalties. It's over with, isn't it? Already. Because sure enough, can't hit the target from... How could you ever miss the target from 12 yards out? I can understand how it can be saved, but how could you miss the target? But seriously, how could you miss the target? I don't understand. Professional footballers earning how much ever God a week, and they can't even hit the target from 12 yards. It's ridiculous. Anyway, he's pinned. He scores as well, but sure enough could cost us here. Maybe the best penalty taker at the club. He's blasted over the bar, the donkey. Here's Mumba. Alright, okay. Fructal, well, I can't say he's been a hero there. I didn't have to do much. Just had to stand still. Here comes Heinrich. Can you take this opportunity, Heinrich? Can you score this one, please? He does. Get in. Alright. There's a bit of hope now. There's a bit of hope. If they miss this one, there's a lot of hope. Come on, Fructal. Be a hero again. Be a hero again, Fructal. Save this one from Rio. Alright. Final penalty. Tanovic. The Serbian god. To score. Come on. Terrible penalty. Well, that's it. We're done. Again, shock. Can't say I'm too angry because, well, as soon as I see him score the first goal, this is what I expected, to be honest. Alright, here comes a drama of Karamoko taking ages to step up for the penalty, which he'll convert because this always happens to us because we cannot win a penalty shootout to save our lives. And we're out of European football again. What? What just happened? Can we rewind it? How do I rewind it? What just happened there? What sort of save was that? What just happened? Look at this save. He's got... What? What? That is weird. That's the best penalty save in history. He's dived and he's jumped back like some sort of Kung Fu master and saved it. I don't understand what I've just witnessed, to be honest. What just happened? Oh my word. Right, let's go back to live. I can't. Yeah, I don't quite understand what I've just seen. But anyway, can Damaku make the most of what Fructal just done with the best save in penalty shootout history? Damaku, can you score, please? Yes. Okay, get in. I'm baffled. I am baffled. I am seriously baffled. What on earth just happened? What on earth just happened? That is mental. That is absolutely mental. Get in! Come on! Somehow we're still in European football. Terrible performance in terms of the result, losing 3-1 away to Celtic there. But Fruchtel with, well, arguably the greatest save in penalty shootout history. He's already dived. I don't understand how it doesn't seem humanly possible, but we all just saw it with our own eyes there. It just happened. He saved it, and we're through. Get in. Get in. We finally win a penalty shootout. Terrible performance, but we're through. We're through to the second knockout round. Who are we getting the second knockout round, though? Let's hopefully we avoid Arsenal, that is for sure. Riley's injured, only a tight hamstring, that's good. Rissen's out for 2 to 3 weeks. Pulled ankle ligaments, that's a little bit annoying, but wow, I can't believe what I witnessed there in that penalty shootout. But anyway, we have witnessed it, and we are through to the second knockout round. Who are we getting the second knockout round? Let's find out. All right, here we go. We've got the second knockout round draw here, and we've got some good teams in there. We've got some very good teams. We've got Chelsea, Napoli, Villarreal as well, Arsenal. But other than that, Rapid Vienna are in the group. I'd love Rapid Vienna, please. Rapid Vienna would be very nice. Galatasaray, I'll take them as well. Athletic Bilbao, probably take them. Everton, maybe. Wolfsburg, Olympiacos. So, certainly got some winnable games in here, but I think it's safe to say we are one of the weaker teams left in the competition. Not the weakest, though, because Rapid Vienna are still in it. So, we're definitely not the weakest team in the competition, that is for sure. But anyway, let's get the automatic draw here. No Chelsea or Arsenal, please. We're the first team out. I said no Chelsea or Arsenal, please. Did you not hear me? Chelsea. Well, it's Chelsea. Brilliant. Well, that's Europa League over with, isn't it? That's definitely Europa League over with. There's no way we're getting through them. No chance in hell. When is that taking place? 12th of March and 19th of March. God. Oh, well. Who Chelsea even got these days? Well, Zinedine Zidane's the manager these days. He's gone off the face of the earth, hasn't he? Lukaku is still at Lewandowski's there now. He's 37. Still absolutely ridiculous. Well, I don't think you need to go through the whole team. I've still got just unbelievable team. And go to Conte, Havertz, Mount, Ferran Torres as well. Benzema and Lewandowski both for Chelsea. And Lukaku. Okay, thanks for that. What on earth? Benzema, Lewandowski and Lukaku. Okay, Benzema's legs are completely gone, but technically and mentally he's still amazing, so... Oh my word. Yeah, I can't see a scenario how we're going to get... We struggle to get through Celtic, and we get knocked out by West Ham. What chance have we got against Chelsea? But anyway, we'll play the games anyway, because you never know. You never know. Stranger things have happened. In terms of the next episode then, I'll bring you back for both legs of the second knockout round against Chelsea. Well, we need a miracle basically to get through that side, but at least we're there. At least we got through Celtic. At least we're there, and it's not over yet. We can still get through Chelsea, but with Benzema, Lewandowski, and Lukaku in the team, it seems highly unlikely, doesn't it? And thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember, if you like the video, to hit that like button for me, and also hit that subscribe button, please, guys. It'd really help me out, and it's much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.